Welcome to How Did I Get Here? Today we've got Salami Rose Joe Lewis, aka Lindsay Olson. Wait, reverse that. Lindsay Olson, aka Salami Rose Joe Lewis, a musician doing really beautiful, weird experiments that make me happy. And before we kick off our conversation, here's a little bit of one of those beautiful and weird experiments. A few seconds of a track called Sugarcoating. Welcome to How Did I Get Here? Where we answer the important question, how did you get here? So, did you take the bus? Did you? No, kidding. That was a terrible.
That'd be cool. I'd be into that.
A whole podcast that's all just people's transit.
Yeah, that's gotta happen.
Yeah, a long time ago, I wanted to write a public transit map of Rancid songs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it'd be fun, and enough public transit comes up in Rancid songs, you can really get like around the whole Bay Area, I suspect, to the music of Rancid.
That's incredible. Wow. I
Anywho,
wanted to make an album called Transitions, which was all about like how you get from one place to the next. But on the cover, everyone is wearing transition glasses, where they turn. Anyways, it was a whole thing that's unrelated. Um,
I mean,
so,
I'm into it already, so. Uh, so I like to start and end these both with the same question to everybody, and then let it go off the rails and the in between,
cool.
which we already have, which is fantastic. Um, so my first question is,
Yeah.
and this could either be a song, a moment in time, it could be just a general, like a general experience. But
Yeah.
what was the musical experience that made you decide that this is your life's work?
Oh, I can't pinpoint it to one because there's been a bunch and they've sort of built up on each other. But I do remember the first time I fell in love with music. I think I was like around 5 years old, and I was driving with my aunt, and uh, the song "Jammin'" by Bob Marley came on. I remember I because I was so little, I think we had just gotten Panda Express, and I had some chow mein, and for some reason I thought it was chow mein. I hope you like chow mein too. And I just like became such a nut for all of the old Whalers recordings and stuff, and that was when I was like really little. And then later, like I got into a bunch, but that was I think the first time I remember falling in love with a song and just being, yeah, and chow mein at the same time.
You know, 5 years old is a good time, a good age to learn about reggae, I think.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like so my kid is we take music class with her every Sunday morning, which isn't really a
Yeah.
class, it's just pure little kid anarchy in a room. Um,
Yeah.
but there's a free dance period, and it's usually calypso music, and
Mm.
it amazes me how well kids take to calypso.
Wow, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like kids are wonderful dancers.
Mhm.
I used to work at this preschool in El Cerrito, and I remember like the the dancing was pretty far out, but like really incredible. It's just like, and anytime you play music to kids, they sort of it's yeah, something like really genuine takes over them. It's pretty magical to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's no it's completely uncensored, for lack of a better word. Like
Yeah.
they're not embarrassed by how they dance. Just they dance because it's the way they want to
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah. That's really neat.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, I kind of love it. Okay, so you're 5 and you already start kind of, for lack of a better word, nerding out to Bob Marley when you're 5, which is amazing.
Yeah. And then I remember in high school, I had a really intense experience with music where this is gonna sound far out, but I feel like I'm already getting kind of far out on this.
It's okay.
But I went to this play and this song was playing and it was like kind of this historical play and I had a really intense like reaction and all these like a flood of memories and like just images coming to my brain and it was very very jarring um and I sort of kind of lost it in a way that like was out of character for me um and it turned out this is gonna get a little heavy but it turned out that it was like this Hebrew um like funeral march song that was oh I don't know if I should get this intense, but was sang during like um sort of a song of death and um my grandma was in the Holocaust and it was just like there was something about this song and it just like completely brought up I don't even it was almost like an out of body experience. I don't know. But I remember at that moment in high school feeling like music was the most powerful thing I'd ever experienced in my life. Like it was transcending everything and just like my the wonder was really inspired then.
That that is very heavy, but also kind of beautiful. Um, like did it? And you kind of said this, or it connected you with your grandma in a way.
Yeah, like I felt like I started seeing things that I didn't remember being a part of my life. So in my interpretation of it, it was like images and memories that maybe weren't mine. But I don't want to also sound like I
I,
don't know.
I mean, a well-crafted art will do that.
Yeah.
Like it'll take it. I mean, the best music is sort of designed to take you to another place to get you in touch with the emotions that you wouldn't normally
Yeah.
find. And
Yeah, for sure.
uh,
And it was
I,
weird because I oh sorry.
no, go on.
Oh, I never like my family didn't grow up religious, so I'd never been to temple or I'd never heard those songs. So it was like my first time hearing that song and just like the physical effect that it had was like very very deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the piece is? What the piece was?
I think it's like a the funeral chant or something.
Okay.
The I don't remember what it's called. I should look it up. Um, but yeah, some kind of funeral chant sung in Hebrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's interesting you say this because like I there are definitely emotional dimensions to what you do. So
Mm.
like I could hear that an experience like that carried you to where you are, which is
Oh.
funny. I wouldn't have guessed it before having this call. Like I would have said,
Yeah.
"Oh, this sounds like she got in touch with her grandmother through a spiritual music."
Oh, yeah. That's means a lot. Yeah. I I feel like music has brought me a lot closer to people in my life. I'm really grateful for it. Yeah.
Yeah. To jump back a little. So what was your first instrument? Like where did you start actually like
Yeah.
making it as opposed to taking it
Well, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I didn't really start playing till high school. And in high school, I didn't really play music. I was in like a punk band and I kind of just played the blender in the
in?
band, like, and just yelled and said weird stuff. And then I had this tiny little keyboard that I would sort of play, but I didn't really start playing keys and getting into music until college, I think. That's when I fell in love with it and just got really obsessed.
Uh, so I need to know what was the name of this punk band where you played the blender?
Um, okay, well, we were called Defeat because there are two of us, but there's no recordings. I hope. I almost didn't want to say. No, I don't think there's any recordings. But we used to play at this place called the J Cafe, and I think we were so bad, but we just had so much confidence, but we were so horrible. Um, but yeah, confidence really
And
goes a long way
so,
sometimes.
so you were on the blender and vocals, it sounds like.
Yeah.
What did the other person do?
He played guitar and vocals. Yeah, I think that was it. I don't even know if it was punk. It was just a lot of yelling and like blenders and just kind of just I don't even know what to call it, really.
Um, I mean,
Um,
it's labels are kind of unnecessary, but I just want
sometimes our friend would play drums, yeah.
yeah,
But
I want to know because I want to be able to picture this because it sounds kind of amazing. And
yeah,
I don't think you could call a band that thinks to have a blender as an instrument horrible. Like that doesn't like that
yeah, we might have
alone.
pulled it off. But no, you know what it was is actually I used to do before music, I did a lot of randomly in high school improv comedy. And I met this person that I was playing with the punk band in this improv comedy like club or whatever. And so I think we were just all like, all talk, no walk in the music world. It was very silly. It was a lot
Yeah,
of silliness.
I mean that's important.
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
Yeah. So all right. So you did this for a little
So,
while. Then college happened and you started really honing your craft with the keyboard. And and so when did you? Well, before I ask you when you started Salami Rose, Joe Lewis, where does that name come from?
oh yeah, so that I blame my sister. Before I was born, my folks told her she could name me. And she loved like I think she was like 3. She loved salami and roses. And so I'm just imagining she was like, salami rose or whatever it's 3 kid sounds like. And so she named me that. And then so my folks call me that sometimes, unless they're mad at me, and then they call me Lindsay. But yeah. But then Joe Lewis came later, like uh people started calling me like Rosie Joe Louis and then Rose Joe Lewis and then it became Salami Rose Joe Lewis and so it just kind of was all these nicknames kind of morphed together and now I just have a very long band name for
Yeah.
one person.
So the Joe Lewis, was that just like just a thing that came out of nowhere? Like,
Yeah, I mean like I I have so much respect for the actual Joe Lewis. Um, but it didn't come directly from that. It was more just I think it came from people calling me Rosie Joe Louis and then that becoming Rose Joe Lewis and then that becoming Salami Rose Joe Lewis. um,
it's
but
such a fun evolution.
yeah, I'd love to have a sweet punch like Joe Lewis though.
Mm.
That'd be rad.
Yeah, and I mean, salami rose are two flavors that might go together.
Well, so I've been rehearsing with my band, and the drummer Hamir, his wife, um, oh, they're from the Bay, but his wife made a salami rose for the first rehearsal. It was so sweet. Apparently, it's a thing. It's like they like shape salamis into a rose.
I That makes sense. It's a lot better than a sandwich that has rose petals on it.
Ooh, yeah. Unless it was like a sandwich that had like sweet bread, maybe some honey drizzled and some cheese or something.
I think that could work.
Yeah,
I'm getting yeah, I'm trying to like imagine it.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a work in progress.
it is funny that the last single off the record is called Sugar Coating, so it all works
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Yeah. It's tying together. It's
Yeah,
like a rug. It's tying together, tying the
yeah.
room together.
Um, so so again, Salami Rose, Joe Lewis, as a sound, it's nearly impossible to pin down. But when did you start actually composing and writing in this alias?
Yeah, I think in college, I mm, I fell in love with the practice rooms and I started writing a lot of music and recording music too on like GarageBand and stuff. But it wasn't till 2013, 2014. I can't remember that my friend gave me a or he was getting rid of a MV 8800 and that kind of changed my life in the sense of how I like record and produce. This is a very particular piece of hardware and it like I use it as my DAW and it's very like I don't know, it's what I learned on and it's very strange and the way all the sounds come together, I feel like that's when I really started um honing what I wanted my project to sound like.
So I had to go to my other screen and Google what a MV8800 is, which is a
It's
sampler.
yeah, it's like a sampler workstation.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it like hooks up to a monitor so you can kind of use it as like a as you would a computer to record something and it can do so much. I'm like the biggest spokesperson for MVA 8800s. Just
Yeah. So when you record, are you just by yourself? Like what is the process of making a record like yours?
Yeah, I mean, so far I've been doing it by myself because I think I'm not very confident around other people in musical situations. Like I don't know how to sort of be like, oh, I think that sounds cool. I'm working on it, but
Mhm.
I feel so much more at ease just like getting to make everything myself.
Uh,
But I've been enjoying like this last record is different in the sense that there has been some collabs, but it's all been over the internet, which has been really cool. So that was like a process of me sending a song and then getting like a friend to play on it. And that was really exciting. So I was like, oh, I can be introverted and be in my happy place when I make music and then just the internet. Who would have thought?
yeah. Also, it's a surprise what you end up with. Like when you're in the studio with somebody, you watch them make it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
true. Oh wow. So the first track on the album, um, I sent it to Miguel Atwood Ferguson, who's like one of my heroes. He's so brilliant. And I've been a fan of him for years. Um, and like I remember I sent it off and I was just like so nervous to even be like, so like, where's the track? And then one day he sent it and I was like, it was probably one of the best days of my life. It was so beautiful. Just like he made like this like incredible string arrangement. It's so beautiful. And then for a while I just wanted the song to be just his strings, nothing else. I was like, okay, okay, I gotta put the song back in, but it was so special.
Yeah, that the song would be inspired by the other song almost
Yeah.
if it was just the strings.
Yeah.
So what is the band like? What is the band that you're going to be playing live with consist of?
Yeah, I'm so excited. We just had a rehearsal, which is why I'm probably slightly delirious. Um, it sounds it's like my dream come true. I'm so happy. Basically, we've been trying to play the record pretty close to how it sounds, but with a live band. Um, and so it's a really delicate and intricate it's rehearsing process. It's been really cool, but it's a Himir um, on drums. Um, he's from the Bay, and this bass player who has a solo project called Jua, um, incredible bass player, and this guitar player who sounds so much like a synthesizer sometimes. But it's this crazy guitar player, such crazy like brain, creative brain, called Flanafi. Or that's his solo project is called Flanafi. But it's like it's sounding so cool. Come to the show.
Wow, also that there's so many weird layers and directions that you go in. I'm impressed that your band is a, I mean, on paper, a typical rock four piece.
Yeah, it's it's weird. The set is weird. We were just like thinking we're like this is gonna be so because it goes to so many different places and Kamir's been so cool. He's been like um he's got an amazing ear, so he's been building all these sort of patches based on the drum sounds in my record. So he's playing a mixture of live drums and sort of like the SPDX pad and yeah, it's just sounding really like intricate and delicate, like but it's beyond my wildest dreams.
Has there any particular song that's taken on a new life?
So there's there's a bunch. My favorite right now to play live is called Zaza Flip. It's on the record that's about to come out. But yeah, it's so fun. And it kind of has this like almost like machine type sound where you feel like you're I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, like just expanding some of the songs in different directions. It's a joy. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you think you're gonna record this band?
I hope so. That would be so fun. Um, yeah. Oh, I know that the Bandcamp show we're playing, they film it, which will be nice, but it'd be fun to record it in the studio. Yeah.
Yeah. Or do you think you could write with them?
Yeah, that would be really fun. We've been, the little jams we've gotten in have been a joy.
Yeah, I love that all of you are have solo projects and you've come together as
Yeah.
one.
It's it's so interesting because I realize it's a band of like intense listeners and like people who are obsessed with the sounds and the tones. So it's the tones are really dialed in and I think that is something I really value and like prioritize. And so it's really special. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Right. So I think I'm going to start wrapping things up mostly because it's late and I'm tired. Um, and it feels like you might be tired too because you just came from what sounds like the most magical band practice ever.
Yes, it was awesome.
So I end with the same question for everybody too, and it's a callback to the first question.
Mm.
Um, and I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Do you think the 5-year-old you, how do you think they'd respond to after hearing jamming and after like going deep into Bob Marley? How do you think they'd respond to what you're playing now?
Whoa, cool question. That's beautiful. Well, I think that I kind of make pretty kids friendly music, so I think they would be into it. Um, yeah, honestly, I was just reflecting. I was like, is my record a kid's cartoon?
I'm,
um,
I mean, maybe. I mean, in the same way that I think Animal Collective albums just sound like kids' cartoons too.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is me being a terrible, terrible journalist in researching this. I could not for the life of me figure out how to pronounce the name of this record.
Oh yeah. No, that's no problem. I it's a word and I it's a word. No, it's a word that probably has a correct pronunciation, but I've been pronouncing it akusmatikoi.
Yeah, and what's the origins of it? What does it mean?
So it is it translates to a sound with no identifiable source. Um and I got inspired to use it by so there's this group of like Pythagorean mystics um that were following Pythagoras back in the day. And there are two sects of them. One was the mathematikoi and the other was the kousmatikoi. And the mathematikoi were like, I think they were called like the teachers. And the acousmatikoi were like the listeners. And they were more focused on like, they had this whole system of the music of the spheres where they're focused on like listening to like the sound of the universe and the harmonies of the different spheres. And it was just like really interesting to hear about this random math cult from Greek times. And so that kind of inspired this character, Kusmatikoi.
I kind of love that. So is the whole record from like the origin, like the mindset of acoustic away, or is it just all just inspired by it, or just feels like a cool title?
So it's a follow-up kind of conceptual record to this record I did called Zelenka 2080. So it follows the end of that story. And in it, there's this like kind of nefarious character, Xehanori, who is doing a lot of mind control and just suspect things on the earth. And Akusmatikoi is just the name of a character who lives from another galaxy that can kind of sense that things are going awry. So she comes to sort of see what's up with Z. And but I loved the name, and I loved the sort of the thought of a sound with no identifiable source, this kind of like mysterious, not very tangible, the ethereal character.
Yeah, I mean we've definitely all been through a sound with no identifiable source. My partner swore up and down that there was a cat in this room that I'm in, and
Wow.
all of the cats were accounted for in other rooms.
Yeah.
And yeah, so not quite the same, but
Yeah, no, that's exactly the same. That's what the record's about. That cat.
that specific cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Akusma takeaway. You did it again.
Sorry.
No, just laughing. So Akusma takeaway comes out this Friday, the 19th.
Yes, yes.
Are you excited, nervous, scared, happy, all of those, none of those?
I think all of the above. It's freaky. Mostly scared. Um, but I'm thrilled to share the album, and I spent a lot of time working on it, so it's really nice to share it because I put a lot of my heart into it. Yeah, but also like terrified.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to get like, yeah, like saying, hey, here's this thing I made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you are traveling and it's funny like seeing these stories because you're from the Bay Area and like your two like hometown or three Bay Area shows are all in the middle of the tour.
Yeah, yeah. Um, well, yeah, I'm hyped for the Bay. I actually haven't been in the Bay for a while. I've been crashing with my sister in Philly. So
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I kind of put my stuff in storage, and I've just been staying with family and stuff. Um,
okay.
yeah.
I get it. Also, you're in Philly, so which is a lovely, lovely place. Yeah, the Mutter Museum. I thought it would creep me out too much, but it just creeps me out just enough.
Oh, I have to check it out.
Oh, the Mutter. It's for lack of a better word, the Museum of Medical Abnormalities.
Oh, whoa.
It,
Wow.
it's an intense experience, and if you're
Yeah.
while you're in Philly,
Yeah. Oh, I have to check it out. Wow.
yeah, like
That sounds wild.
it's definitely the one thing that I like. I've only been to Philly once, and
Yeah.
that place stuck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go through and you find out that some people actually like they occasionally do like sleepovers.
That is too much. That is too much. That is wild. That is so freaky. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I hope you enjoy your trip out west.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Looking at your trades now, you've got some cool rooms here. So you start out at a place I've never heard of, the Blue Room in Bellingham.
Yeah.
But I've heard Madame Lou's at the Crocodile is awesome. Holocene is incredible. Bandcamp has
And
the best sound of
I
any
love
office building I've
it.
ever been in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you so much for chatting with me.
Oh, thank you too. Yeah.
And yeah, and good luck with the album and the release and the tour and
Thank you so much.
Thanks again to Salami Rose Joe Lewis or Lindsay Olson, depending on how you know her, for coming on the show. Kust Matikwe is in virtual and physical stores now. Tour dates are linked wherever you are listening to this. And we'll see you. Well, you'll never see me, but I mean, you may see me. I mean, I don't know. But nonetheless, you'll hear from me soon. We've got a bunch of shows coming up. And yeah, this is an exciting season, and it'll be much, much longer than the last one. All right, talk to you soon.
I'll show you.